The collapse may honestly just be here. Check this out, guys. This is absolutely breaking news. Breaking! Michael Burry, the famous quote-unquote big short who predicted the crash of 2008, have just shorted the stock market with $1.6 billion. Wait, what? $1.6 billion. That's 93% of his entire portfolio. Now, either he is wrong or we are done for, guys, right? Or the Grim Reaper is literally here staring us in front of our damn face. Guys, is it truly about to begin? So, Michael Burry, I haven't watched The Big Short, guys, right? And now I'm about to go watch it. The reason being is because I need to see what he did back then, guys, right? And supposedly he got it correct back in the 2008 housing bubble, right? The crisis that took place back then, he got it correct. That's why they made a movie after him. But is he going to get it correct this time? Okay. Now, people are stating that that's it, I'm selling my portfolio, right? A lot of people are now bearish and whatnot, but a few other people are always, saying that he's always too early to the party, right? Too early, Burry. So check this out. I searched up when did Michael Burry short the housing market, right? 2007 is supposedly, guys. And then it took place when? 2008, right? The crisis took place in 2008. So for about a year, I think, something like that, guys. Now, here are the options, okay? The options still stand, and we got it correct, guys. Who stated from the beginning of time the collapse is near? Again, guys, so let us explain. These are my three options that I foresee may occur. Each has a 33% chance, and I explained this before, but let me explain it again so you guys remember. Option A, we have the markets, majority of these markets just pump, and then we see the collapse occur 2024 or 2025, 24 and 25. Okay, that's number one, option number one. Option number two is we're going to see a recession here shortly, but then the Fed will come out and save the day, print and buy everything back up, pump, and then the collapse will occur in 24, 25. That's option number 2, B, right? So short term, bear, medium term, bullish or bull, and then macro bearish, guys, right? Complete bearish. So that's like a roller coaster type of option. Now, option number three, option C is this right here. Is that we collapse right now, right? It's that simple. And this is what possibly Michael Burry is betting on, guys, right? Interesting. Now, what do I believe will occur? I believe we pump first, guys, right? That's the thing. I believe the stock market, majority of these markets collapse either in the year 2024 or 2025, but that's just my opinion, guys, right? That's just my belief. It doesn't mean it has to happen, but that's what I think will occur, because everything's blown out of proportions, guys, right? It can't be sustainable. The markets cannot go up forever. There needs to be a reset, so to speak, right? So, honest question, have you ever seen a portfolio manager go 93.5% short market indexes before, right? So think about it. Does he know something we don't? Could be, guys, right? But another thing here is he probably already sold those options. Information is 6 weeks old. Wow, right? So it comes from, as you guys can see, quarter first owned, Q2 2023, right? So this information is supposedly old, but it just got released now, right? So maybe he's out of these options, guys. That could be a chance, but I'm not too familiar with the stock market, guys, right? Do we know what's the expiry dates of these puts? Interesting, right? Now, we go back here, check this out, guys. Look at that. Market value, $886 million for the SPY put, which means he's shorting the market, and then QQQ is $738 million, guys, right? And it's funny because 1.6 billion is what the Phoenix number, 16, 19, right? You flip the 6 upside down, it's 19. So what's the game plan here, guys, right? As you guys can see, he's been right and he's been wrong. But which one is it this time? Right? I'm going to watch the Big Short, guys, and see anything, and I'm gonna investigate it further and see what I could come up with. Okay. Now, look at this though. Look at this though. $32.7 trillion United States debt clock. Right. So remember when we talked about 13 or 33 specific rituals occur, right? And big ones at that. Majority of the times, not every single time, guys, right? Because and we're talking about the United States debt, guys, right? It's a ticking time bomb, as you guys can see. United States national debt, $32.7 trillion, right? It's about to hit that 33 mark, guys. Will something occur? It's funny because could it be timing? Could Michael Burry time it correctly with this right here, right? Again, America is literally about to collapse. If America collapses, by the way, it's game literally over for every other country and nation out in the entire globe, guys, right? So let us prepare for any scenario possible. I believe we go up though. That's the thing, guys. I'm betting on option number A here, right? But if we do collapse now, it's just going to be less horrific, I guess, in a way, because we don't have to suffer for another 1 to 2 years, right? Because if the markets pump, we're going to keep seeing inflation rise and all sorts of stuff occur, guys, right? Not to mention is, but with option A, guys, right? You could literally trade meme stocks or meme coins, right, and S coins, and make a lot of money before the collapse occurs. Because once the collapse occurs, the cryptosphere will be regulated harshly, right? So I guess the time is now to do whatever you need to do before the collapse occurs, guys, right? Not financial advice, never financial advice, never financial advice, not financial advice, guys. You have to put that in your mind. It's not financial advice. This is just my opinions, my beliefs of what I foresee happening in the future, guys, right? By the way, I don't have a crystal ball, right? If I did, why would I be seeing any of these things? There are now 14 banks calling for a recession and 6 banks calling for a soft landing. At the Fed's last meeting, they said they are no longer forecasting a recession, right? JP Morgan was the most recent bank to say they no longer expect a recession. Can the Fed achieve a soft landing, guys, right? So maybe we're about to go with option A, because if we don't see a recession here, that's option B, right? Or yeah, that's option B. Because I don't believe the Fed will let the markets collapse right now, guys, right? I think they're trying to plan it and be ritualistic and have a ritualistic event take place, right? So if they don't see a recession incoming here, I think we just pump then, right? Option A. I hope that's the case, guys, because let's take advantage of this pump, right? And then just let it all collapse afterwards, right? When we're out of the markets. I'm going to make a market video about my strategy, my last strategy, guys. I'm going to make a video talking about my strategy before the collapse, what I will do during the collapse and then after the collapse as well, right? What I believe the macro scenario will be. Now, so as you guys can see, right, so he's heavy short, guys. This is absolutely crazy, right? He's super heavy short, as you guys can see, on the markets, because look at that. Before he posted sell as well, right? I was wrong to say sell, so he was wrong a few times before. Could it be wrong? Could he be wrong this time? I believe so, guys, right? Unless we see a recession, because I don't believe the collapse will occur literally right now. Doesn't make sense to me, right? They want to lure you and we the people in one final time, the last hurrah, so to speak. Now, the reason why there will be a collapse on the horizon is because of this right here. Quote, half my paycheck goes to groceries alone, end quote, right? And this is happening literally everywhere around the globe, around the world, right? It's not sustainable, guys. There needs to be a collapse, a reset. Things need to go to what? Deflation or deflationary times, right? Think about it. Listen to this.
Okay, so I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and for those of you who don't know, Canada has like a serious inflation problem right now. I just got back from doing groceries, and I have $70 worth of groceries on my table right now, and I genuinely don't even know what I purchased that made it to $70. I had a mini breakdown to my parents the other weekend. I started like crying, like tears. They came in because I was doing a budget, and they were like, "How is it?" And I was like, tears. I'm working like 3 jobs right now. Like I got out of university like last year in December, and I have been grinding it out ever since, just because the cost of living, and I'm not even really saving that. I'm not saving anything really, but the cost of living is outrageous in Canada. And it's just so, I was telling my parents, like, it's just so frustrating that like you do all the right things, you go to university, and then you come out, you get a job, whatever, and you can barely even afford rent. I talk about it with my friends all the time, but we're just sticking together right now because it's brutal. Okay, so
there you guys go, right? Again, guys, so what do you guys think? There needs to be a reset. They planned this out a long damn time ago. Not to mention, a dormant address containing 1,005 Bitcoin has just been activated after 12.8 years. Think about it. Why are these old dormant addresses for Bitcoin getting activated after that many damn years? Why? Maybe they're trying to sell before the collapse occurs. Think, how much Bitcoin does Satoshi hold? Satoshi Nakamoto is believed to have approximately 1.1 million Bitcoin, right? It's worth noting that this is just an estimate. So let's just say 1 million Bitcoin, guys, he holds. How much you want to bet that he's probably going to activate these addresses? Who knows if this is his? Before Bitcoin literally dies and collapses 90 to 99%, if not more. That's just my belief, though. But maybe first at the end we see the markets pump because Warren Buffett's updated portfolio, as you guys can see, right? He still holds certain stocks, so he's still supposedly in the market, but he still he does have a big cash position. What was it? 100 billion? I don't know, guys, but Bitcoin to 100K from the real Kiyosaki, right? I don't know about Bitcoin to 100K, but maybe 90K it tops out, guys. Tops out at, who knows? But Argentina's central bank raises interest rates to 118%. Right? You can't make this stuff up, guys. Things are already in collapse mode. As you guys can see, Bitcoin is literally creating new all-time highs against the Argentine peso, right? Their currency over there. It's getting really bad, guys. Imagine just imagine 2 years from now, right? China's second largest developer country, garden with annual revenues of more than 70 billion, is on the verge of collapse as well, right? So these are all basically the warning signs, guys, and I hope everyone's prepared for the reckoning, for the what I'm calling it is the great catastrophe, not financial vice. Last but not least, from Wall Street Silver, again, 30-year mortgage rates are inching above 8% in many states. Right? Everything's fine. Right? Sarcasm, because nothing is fine, guys. Right? Again, it's not sustainable. People can't live. There needs to be a reset. Problem, reaction, solution. They plan it out this way. Just let it unfold, guys. Right? Let the tape play. Not financial advice. Let us see what happens in the future. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. And never financial advice. And never financial advice. And never financial advice. You do you with your own money because you have free will and you most definitely have choice. A choice to make. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. And not financial advice. But anyways, that's amazing. See ya.